ocean blue, and saucy ships of beauty, with sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. When the boats whistle free on the wide blue sea, we stand to our guns all day. When at anchor we ride on the boats and fight, with plenty of time for play. Ahoy, ahoy, the boats whistle free. Ahoy, ahoy, on the wide blue sea, we stand to our guns all day. We sail the ocean blue, and the saucy ships of beauty, with sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. Our saucy ships of beauty, with attentive to our duty, with sober men and true, we sail the ocean blue.
Hail, men and warsmen, safeguards of your nation. Here is an end at last of all privation. You've got your pay, spare all you can afford to welcome little Buttercup on board. I'm called Little Buttercup, dear Little Buttercup, though I could never tell why. But still I'm called Buttercup, poor Little Buttercup, sweet Little Buttercup, I've snuff and tobacco and excellent Jackie, I've scissors and watches and knives, I've ribbons and laces to set off the faces of pretty young sweethearts and wives. I've treacle and toffee, I've tea and I've coffee, soft Tommy and succulent chops. I've chickens and ponies and pretty bolognese and excellent peppermint drops. Then buy of your Buttercup, dear Little Buttercup, sailor should never be shy. Then buy of your Buttercup, poor Little Buttercup, come of your Buttercup.
And that's for you, me little man.
Aye, Little Buttercup, and well called, for you're the rosiest, the roundest, and the reddest beauty in all Spithead.
Red am I, and round and rosy. Maybe, for I have dissembled well. But harkee, my merry friend, hast ever thought that beneath a gay and frivolous exterior there may lurk a cankerworm, which is slowly but surely eating its way into one's very heart?
No, me lass, I can't say I've ever thought that.
I've thought it often.
Yes, you look like it. What's the matter with the man? Isn't he well?
Don't take no heed of him. That's only poor Dick Deadeye.
I say, it's a beast of a name, ain't it? Dick Deadeye.
It's not a nice name.
I'm ugly too, ain't I?
You are certainly plain.
And I'm three-cornered too, ain't I?
You are rather triangular.
That's it. I'm ugly and they hate me for it. For you all hate me, don't you?
We do!
There.
Well, Dick, we wouldn't go for to hurt any fellow creature's feelings. But you can't expect a chap with such a name as Dick Deadeye to be a popular character now, can you?
No.
It's asking too much, ain't it?
It is. From such a face and form as mine, the noblest sentiments sound like the black utterances of a depraved imagination. It's human nature. I'm resigned.
But tell me, who's the youth whose faltering feet with difficulty bear him on his course?
That is the smartest lad in all the fleet, Rafe Rackstraw.
the moon's bright ray, and told his tale in his own melodious way. He sang a well a day. He sang a well a day. The lowly vale for the mountain vainly sighed. To his humble wail the echoing hills replied. They sang a well a day. They sang a well a day. I know the value of a kindly chorus, but chorus is here little consolation when we have pain and sorrow too before us. I love and love, alas, above my station.
He loves and loves, alas, above his station.
Yes, yes, the lass is much above his station.
A maiden fair to see, the pearl of minstrelsy, a bud of blushing beauty, for whom proud nobles sigh, and with each other vie to do her menial's duty. A suitor lowly born, with hopeless passion torn, and poor beyond denying, has dared for her to pine, at whose exalted shrine a world of wealth is sighing. Unlearned he naught save that which love has taught, for love had been his tutor. Oh, pity, pity me, a captain's daughter she, and I that lowly suitor. Oh, pity, pity me, a captain's daughter she, and I that lowly
You've climbed too high. Our worthy Captain Shark won't have nothing to say to a poor chap like you, will she, lads?
No. Captain's daughters don't marry former's hands.
Shame! Dick Deadart, them sentiments of yours are a disgrace to our common nature.
But it's a strange anomaly that the daughter of a man who hails from the quarterdeck may not love another who lays out on the foreyard arm. For a man is but a man, whether he hoists his flag at the main truck or his slacks on the main deck.
It's a queer world.
Dick Deadeye, I have no desire to press hardly on you, but such a revolutionary sentiment is enough to make an honest sailor shudder.
Lads, our gallant captain has come on deck. Let us greet him as so brave an officer and so gallant a seaman deserves.
Aye!
My gallant crew, good morning.
Sir, good morning.
I hope you're all quite well.
Quite well. And you, sir?
I am in reasonable health and happy to meet you all once more.
You do us proud, sir.
I am the captain of the Pinafore.
And a right good captain, too.
You're very, very good, and be it understood, I command a right good crew.
Very, very good, and be it understood, we command, sir.
related to a peer, I can hand, reef and steer, or ship a salvagee. I'm never known to quail at the fury of a gale, and I'm never sick at sea.
What, never?
No, never.
What, never?
Well, hardly ever.
He's hardly ever sick at sea. And give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the hardy captain of the Pinafore. Give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
I do my best to satisfy you all.
And with you we're quite content.
You're exceedingly polite, and I think it only right to return the compliment.
We're exceedingly polite, and we think it's only right to return the compliment.
Bad language or abuse I never use, whatever the emergency. Though bother it I may occasionally say, I never use a big D.
What, never?
No, never.
What, never?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever says a big D. Then give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the well-bred captain of the Pinafore. Give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
I do my best to satisfy you all.
And you are quite content.
You're exceedingly polite, and I think it only right to return the compliment.
We're exceedingly polite, and he thinks it's only right to return the compliment.
Bad language or abuse I never use, whatever the emergency. Though bother it I may occasionally say, I never use a big D.
What, never?
No, never.
What, never?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever says a big D. Give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the well-bred captain of the Pinafore. Give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
The silent eloquence of yonder tear that trembles on your eyelish proclaims a sorrow far more deep than common. Confide in me, fear not, I am a mother.
Yes, little buttercup, I'm sad and sorry. My daughter Josephine, the fairest flower that ever blossomed on ancestral timber, is sought in marriage by Sir Joseph Porter, our Admiralty's first lord. But for some reason, she does not seem to tackle kindly to it.
Oh, Sir Joseph, oh, I know too well the anguish of a heart that loves but vainly. But see, here comes your most attractive daughter. I go, farewell. Oh.
A plump and pleasing person.
Battered the sun. Dark is the night to earth's poor daughters. When to the ark the wearied one flies from the empty waste of waters. Sad is the hour when sets the sun. Dark is the night to earth's poor daughters. Heavy the sorrow that bars the head when love is alive and hope is dead. When love is alive and hope is
My child, I grieve to see that you are a prey to melancholy. You should look your best today, for Sir Joseph Porter, KCB, will be here this afternoon to claim your promised hand.
Oh, Father, your words cut me to the quick. I can esteem, reverence, venerate Sir Joseph, for he is a great and good man. But, oh, I cannot love him. My heart is already given.
It is then as I feared. Given, and to whom? Not to some gilded lordling.
No, Father, the object of my love is no lordling. Oh, pity me, for he is but a humble sailor on board your own ship.
Impossible!
Yes, it is true, too true.
A common sailor? Oh, fie.
I blush for the weakness that allows me to cherish such a passion. I hate myself when I think of the depth to which I have stooped in permitting myself to think tenderly of one so ignobly born. But I love him. I love him. I love him.
Come, my child, let us talk this over. In a matter of the heart, I would not coerce my daughter. I attach but little value to rank or wealth. But the line must be drawn somewhere. A man in that station may be brave and worthy, but at every step he would commit solecisms that society would never pardon.
Oh, I have thought of this night and day. But fear not, Father. I have a heart, and therefore I love. But I am your daughter, and therefore I am proud. Though I carry my love with me to the tomb, he shall never, never know it.
You are my daughter after all. But see, Sir Joseph's barge approaches, manned by 12 trusty oarsmen, and accompanied by the admiring crowd of sisters, cousins, and aunts that attend him wherever he goes. Retire my daughter to your cabin. Take this, his photograph, with you. It may help to bring you to a more reasonable frame of mind.
My own thoughtful father. Oh!
Joseph's barge is seen, and a shroud of blushing beauty. We hope you'll find us clean and attentive to our duty. We sail the ocean blue on the saucy ships of beauty. We're sober, sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. Sober, sober men and true. We're sober, sober men, and brightly minded we are. We're all the royal men, not us as smart as we are.
I'll give 3 cheers. I'll lead the way. Hurrah, hurrah, hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Guard, halt! Left arm!
I am the monarch of the sea, the ruler of the Queen's Navy, whose praise Great Britain loudly chants.
And we are his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
We are his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. His sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
When at anchor here I ride, my bosom swells with pride, and I snap my fingers at the foeman's taunt.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. His sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
But when the breezes blow, I generally go below and seek the seclusion that the cabin grants.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
So do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. His sisters and his cousins and his records of my cousins and his aunts.
When I was a lad, I served a term as office boy to an attorney's firm. I cleaned the windows and I swept the floor, and I polished up the handle of the big front door. I polished up that handle so carefully that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He polished up the handle so carefully that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
As office boy, I made such a mark that they gave me the post of a junior clerk. I served the writs with a smile so bland, and I copied all the letters in a big round hand. I copied all the letters in a hand so free that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He copied all the letters in a hand so free that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
In serving writs, I made such a name that an article clerk I soon became. I wore clean collars and a brand new suit for the pass examination of the Institute. That pass examination did so well for me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
That pass examination did so well for me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Of legal knowledge I acquired such a grip that they took me into the partnership, and that junior partnership, I ween, was the only ship I ever had seen. But that kind of ship so suited me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
That kind of ship so suited me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
I grew so rich that I was sent by a pocket borough into Parliament. I always voted at my party's call, and I never thought of thinking for myself at all.
He never thought of thinking for himself at all.
I thought so little, they rewarded me by making me the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He thought so little, they rewarded me by making him the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Now, landsmen all, whoever you may be, if you want to rise to the top of the tree, if your soul is unfettered to an office stool, be careful to be guided by this golden rule.
Be careful to be guided by this golden rule.
Stick close to your desks and never go to sea, and you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
Stick close to your desks and never go to sea, and you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
You've a remarkably fine crew, Captain Corcoran.
It is a fine crew, Sir Joseph.
A British sailor is a splendid fellow, Captain Corcoran.
A splendid fellow indeed, Sir Joseph.
I hope you treat your crew kindly, Captain Corcoran.
Indeed, I hope so, Sir Joseph.
Never forget that they are the bulwarks of England's greatness, Captain Corcoran.
So I have always considered them, Sir Joseph.
No bullying, I trust. No strong language of any kind, eh?
Oh, never, Sir Joseph.
What, never?
Well, hardly ever, Sir Joseph. They are an excellent crew and do their work thoroughly without it.
Don't patronize them, sir. Pray don't patronize them.
Certainly not, Sir Joseph.
That you are their captain is an accident of birth. I cannot permit these noble fellows to be patronized because an accident of birth has placed you above them and them below you.
I am the last person to insult a British sailor, Sir Joseph.
You are the last person who did, Captain. Desire that splendid seaman to step forward. Oh, no, the other splendid seaman.
Ray Flaxstraw, 3 paces to the front, march.
If what?
I beg your pardon. I don't think I understand you.
If you please.
Oh, yes, of course. If you please.
You're an extremely fine fellow.
Yes, Your Honor.
And a first-rate seaman, I'll be bound.
There's not a smarter topman in the Navy, Your Honor, though I say it who shouldn't.
Not at all, not at all. Proper self-respect, nothing more. Can you dance a hornpipe?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, that's a pity. All sailors should dance hornpipes. I will teach you one this evening after dinner. Now tell me, don't be afraid. How does your captain treat you, eh?
A better captain don't walk the deck, Your Honor.
Aye! Good, good. I like to hear you speak well of your commanding officer. I dare say he don't deserve it. But still it does you credit. Can you sing?
I can hum a little, Your Honor.
Oh, then hum this at your leisure. It is a song that I have composed for the use of the Royal Navy. It is designed to encourage independence of thought and action in the lower branches of the service and to teach the principle that a British sailor is any man's equal. Excepting mine. And now, Captain Corcoran, a word with you in your cabin on a tender and sentimental subject.
Aye, aye, Sir Joseph. Bosun, in commemoration of this joyous occasion, see that extra grog is served to the ship's company at 7 bells.
Beg pardon? If what, Your Honor?
If what? I don't think I understand you.
If you please, Your Honor.
What? The gentleman is quite right. If you please.
If you please.
For I hold that on the seas the expression, if you please, a particularly gentlemanly tone implies.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
So do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. His sisters and his cousins and his aunts and his cousins and his aunts.
Sir Joseph's a true gentleman, courteous and considerate to the very humblest.
True, Bosun, but we are not the very humblest. Sir Joseph has explained our true position to us. As he says, a British seaman is any man's equal, excepting his. And if Sir Joseph says that, is it not our duty to believe him?
Well spoke, well spoke.
You're on a wrong tack, and so is he. He means well, but he don't know. When people have to obey other people's orders, equality's out of the question.
Horrible, horrible! Dick Deadeye, if you go for to infuriate this here ship's company too far, I won't answer for being able to hold them in. I'm shocked, that's what I am. Shocked!
Messmates, my mind's made up. I'll speak to the captain's daughter and tell her like an honest man of the honest love I have for her.
Aye, aye.
Is not my love as good as another's?
Yes.
Is not my heart as true as another's?
Aye.
Have I not hands and eyes and ears and limbs like another?
Yes.
True, I lack birth.
You've a berth on board this very ship?
Well said, I'd forgotten that. Messmates, what do you say? Do you approve my determination?
We do! I don't. What's to be done with this here hopeless chap? Oh, no! Let us sing him the song that Sir Joseph has kindly composed for us. Perhaps it will bring this here miserable creature to a proper state of mind.
Don't sing, don't sing.
A British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictatorial word.
His nose
should pant,
and his lip should curl,
his cheek should flame,
and his brow should furl,
his bosom should heave,
and his heart should glow,
and his fist be ever ready for a knock.
His nose should pant, and his lips should curl, his cheek should flame, and his brow should furl, his bosom should heave, and his heart should glow, and his fist be ever ready for a knockdown blow.
His eyes should flash with an aim on fire, his brow with scorn be wrung. He never should bow down to a domineering flood or the tang of a tyrant tongue.
His foot should stamp,
and his throat should growl,
his hair should twirl,
and his face should scowl,
his eyes should flash,
and his breast protrude,
and this should be his customary attitude.
His foot should stamp, and his throat should growl, his hair should twirl, his face should scowl, his eyes should flash, and his breast protrude, and this should be his customary attitude. His attitude, his attitude, his
It is useless. Sir Joseph's attentions nauseate me. I know that he is a truly great and good man, for he told me so himself. But to me he seems tedious, fretful, and dictatorial. Yet his must be a mind of no common order, or he would not dare to teach my dear father to dance a hornpipe on the cabin table. Ray Frackstraw!
Aye, lady. No other than poor Ray Frackstraw.
How my heart beats! And why poor Rafe?
I am poor in the essence of happiness, lady, rich only in never-ending unrest. In me there meet a combination of antithetical elements which are at eternal war with one another, driven hither by objective influences, thither by subjective emotions, wafted one moment into blazing day by mocking hope, plunged the next into the Cimmerian darkness of tangible despair. I am but a living ganglion of irreconcilable antagonisms. I hope I make myself clear, lady.
His simple eloquence goes to my heart. Oh, if I dared! But no, the thought is madness. Dismiss these foolish fancies, they torture you but needlessly. Come, make one effort.
I will, one. Josephine!
Sir!
Aye. Even though Jove's armory were launched at the head of the audacious mortal, whose lips, unhallowed by relationship, dare to breathe that precious word, yet would I breathe it once and then perchance be silent evermore. Josephine, in one brief breath I will concentrate the hopes, the doubts, the anxious fears of 6 weary months. Josephine, I am a British sailor, and I love you.
Sir, this audacity! Oh, my heart, my beating heart! This unwarrantable presumption on the part of a common sailor. Common? Oh, the irony of the word. Oh, sir, you forget the disparity in our ranks.
I forget nothing, haughty lady. I love you desperately. My life is in your hand. I lay it at your feet. Give me hope, and what I lack in education and polite accomplishments, that I will endeavor to acquire. Drive me to despair, and in death alone I shall look for consolation. I am proud, and cannot stoop to implore. I have spoken, and I wait your word.
You shall not wait long. Your proffered love I haughtily reject. Go, sir, and learn to cast your eyes on some village maiden in your own poor rank. They should be lowered before your captain's daughter. Refrain, audacious tar, your suit from pressing. Remember what you are and whom addressing. Refrain, audacious tar, your suit from pressing. Remember what you are and whom addressing. Refrain, audacious tar.
am feeling beauty. You speak and I obey, it is my duty. I am the lowliest tar that sails the water, and you, proud maiden, are my captain's daughter. Proud lady, have your way. You speak and I obey. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She laughs my love to scorn, yet I adore her. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She laughs my love to scorn, yet I adore her.
Refrain, audacious tar, your suit from pressing.
Proud lady, have your way, unfeeling beauty. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She loves my love to scorn, yet overbearing, or live a life of mad despairing, my prophet love despised, rejected. No, no, it's not to be expected. Messmates ahoy, come here, come here.
Aye, what cheer, what cheer? Now tell us, baby, no delay, what does she say? What cheer, what cheer?
The maiden treats my suit with scorn, rejects my humble gift, milady. She says I am ignobly born, and cuts my hopes adrift, milady.
Oh, cruel one, oh, cruel one.
She spurned your suit. I told you so, I told you so.
Shall we submit, or we must wait? Love comes alive to high and low. If hangers, sailors rule the waves, and shall we stoop to insult? No, no.
You must submit, you are but slaves, a lady she, You lowly toilers of the waves, she spurned you all, I told you so.
Shall we submit, or we must wait? Shall we submit,
You must submit,
or we must wait?
you are but slaves.
To high and low.
If hangers, sailors rule
She spurned you all, and shall we stoop to insult?
she spurned you all, I told you so.
My friends, my leave of life I'm taking, for oh, my heart is breaking when I am gone. Oh, prithee tell the maid that as I died, I loved her well. Josephine, I fall.
Oh, stay your hand, I love you.
Oh, stay your hand, she loves you.
Loves me.
Loves you.
Yes, yes, oh yes, she
the maiden coy, while murmur forth the chorus joy in dreary lanes.
He thinks he's won his Josephine, although the sky is now serene. A frowning thunderbolt about may end their ill-assorted love, which now is all ablaze. Our captain ere the day is gone will be extremely down upon the wicked men who are employed to make his Josephine less coy in many various ways.
Joy or rapture unforeseen,
our captain to the sky is gone will be extremely down upon the wicked men who are employed to make his Josephine. The wicked men will be extremely down upon the many various ways.
With bated breath,
unmuffled for,
without heart light, as still as death,
we'll steal ashore.
Our clergyman
shall make us one
at 10:30,
and then we can
return for none.
Can part them then.
This very night with bated breath,
unmuffled for,
without heart light, as still as death,
we'll steal ashore.
Our clergyman
shall make us one
at 10:30,
and then we can
return for none.
Can part them then.
This scheme you've planned, she is a lady, you a foremost hand. Remember, she's your gallant captain's daughter, and you the meanest slave that crossed the water.
Back, burning back, no others. Back, burning back, you showed us. His cheeks should flame, and his nose should swell, his bosom should heave, and his heart should glow, and his fist be ready for a long blow. His foot should stamp, and his foot should grow, his hair should twirl, and his face should swell, his eyes should flash, and his face would drool, and his should be swift in the attitude. His eyes, his attitude, his breath, his attitude, his eyes, his attitude, his eyes, his attitude, his breath, his attitude, his eyes. Yeah!
sing, bright regent of the heavens, say why is everything either at sixes or at sevens? Say why is everything either at sixes or at sevens? I have lived hitherto free from the breath of slander, beloved by all my crew, a really popular commander. But now my kindly crew rebel, my daughter to a tar is partial. Sir Joseph storms, and sad to tell, he threatens a court martial. Fair moon, to thee I sing, bright regent of the heavens. Say, why is everything either at sixes or at sevens? Fair moon, to thee I sing, bright regent of the heavens.
Sweetly he carols forth his melody to the unconscious moon. Of whom is he thinking? Of some high-born beauty, it may be. Who is poor little Buttercup that she should expect his glance to fall on one so lowly? And yet, if he knew, if he only knew.
Ah, little Buttercup, still on board? That is not quite right, little one. It would have been more respectable to have gone on shore at dusk.
True, dear Captain. But the recollection of your sad, pale face seemed to chain me to the ship. I would fain see you smile before I go.
Ah, little Buttercup, I fear it will be long before I recover my accustomed cheerfulness. For misfortunes crowd upon me, and all my old friends seem to have turned against me.
Oh, no, do not say all, dear Captain. That were unjust to one, at least.
True, for you are staunch to me.
If ever I were to give my heart again, methinks it would be to such a one as this.
I'm touched to the heart by your innocent regard for me, and were we differently situated, I think I could have returned it. But as it is, I fear I can never be more to you than a friend.
I understand. You hold aloof from me because you are rich and lofty, and I poor and lowly. But take care. The poor bumboat woman has gypsy blood in her veins, and she can read destinies.
Destinies?
There is a change in store for you.
A change?
Aye, be prepared.
Things are seldom what they seem. Skim milk masquerades as cream. Highlows pass as patent leathers. Jackdaws strut in peacock's feathers.
Very true, so they do.
Black sheep dwell in every fold. All that glitters is not gold. Stalks turn out to be but logs. Balls are but inflated frogs.
So they be frequently.
Drops the wind and stops the mill. Turbot his ambitious brill. Gilt the farthing if you will. Yet it is a farthing still.
Yes, I know that is so. Though to catch your drift I'm striving. It is shady, it is shady. I don't see at what you're driving. Mystic lady, mystic lady. Stern conviction of his dealing, that the mystic lady is dealing in oracular revealing. Yes, I know
that is so.
Though I'm anything but clever, I could talk like that forever. Once a cat was killed by care, only brave deserve the fair.
Very true, so they do.
Wink is often good as nod, spoils the child who spares the rod. Thirsty lambs run foxy dangers, dogs are found in many mangers.
Frequently, I agree.
Poor of cat the chestnut snatches, worn up garments show new patches, only count the cheek that hatches, men are grown up and she catches.
Yes, I know, that is so. Won't you catch my beat? He's driving, and dissemble. When he sees at what I'm driving, let him tremble, let him tremble. Oh, mystic tone I borrow, I shall learn the truth with sorrow. Here today and gone tomorrow.
Yes, I know.
That is so.
Oh, mystic tone I borrow, I shall learn the truth with sorrow. Here today and gone tomorrow. Yes, I know. That is so.
Incomprehensible as utterances are, I nevertheless feel that they are dictated by a sincere regard for me. But to what new misery is she referring? Time alone can tell. Time alone can tell.
Captain Corcoran, I am much disappointed with your daughter. In fact, I don't think she will do.
She won't do, Sir Joseph.
I'm afraid not. The fact is that although I've urged my suit with as much eloquence as is consistent with an official utterance, I have done so hitherto without success. How do you account for this?
Really, Sir Joseph, I hardly know. Josephine is, of course, sensible of your condescension.
Oh, she naturally would be.
But perhaps your exalted rank dazzles her.
Oh, you think it does?
I can hardly say, but she is a modest girl, and her social position is far below your own. It may be she feels she is not worthy of you.
That is really a very sensible suggestion, and displays more knowledge of human nature than I had given you credit for.
But see, she comes. If your lordship would kindly reason with her, and assure her officially that it is a standing rule at the Admiralty that love levels all ranks, her respect for an official utterance might induce her to look upon your offer in its proper light.
It is not unlikely. I will adopt your suggestion. Oh, but soft, she is here. Let us withdraw and watch our opportunity. Captain Corcoran!
Luxurious home hung with ancestral armor and old brasses, carved oak and tapestry from distant Rome, rare blue and white Venetian finger glasses, rich oriental rugs, luxurious sofa pillows, and everything that isn't old from Gillows. And on the other, a dark and dingy room in some back street with stuffy children crying, where organs yell and clacking housewives fume, and clothes are hanging out all day drying, with one cracked looking glass to see your face in, and dinner served up in a pudding basin. Simple sailor, marryborn, unlettered and unknown, who toils for bread from marryborn, till half the night has flown, till half the night has flown. No gold
has been represented to me that you're appalled by my exalted rank. I desire to convey to you officially my assurance that if your hesitation is attributable to that circumstance, it is uncalled for.
Oh, then your lordship is of opinion that married happiness is not inconsistent with discrepancy in rank?
Oh, I am officially of that opinion.
That the high and the lowly may be truly happy together, provided that they truly love one another?
Madam, I desire to convey to you officially my opinion that love is a platform upon which all ranks meet.
I thank you, Sir Joseph. I did hesitate, but I will hesitate no longer. He little thinks how eloquently he has pleaded his rival's cause.
Never mind why and wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore, though his lordship's stations mighty, though stupendous be his brain, though her tastes are mean and flighty, and her fortune poor and plain.
Ring the merry bells, lordship, rend the air with warning wine, for the union of his lordship with a humble captain's child,
For a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
And a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who ploughs the water.
let the air with joyful and reckless songs the air above, for the union of the lordship with the man who works for love.
Never mind the wine, wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore, though your nautical relation in my set could scarcely pass, though you occupy a station in the lower middle class.
Ring the merry bells, lordship, rend the air with warming wine, for the union of his lordship with a humble captain's child,
for a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
And a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who ploughs the water.
let there with joyful and reckless songs the air above, for the union of the lordship with the man who works for love.
Never mind the why and wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore I admit the jurisdiction. Namely, have you played your part? You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
Ring the merry bells, lordship, rend the air with warning wild, for the union of the lordship with a humble captain's child,
for a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
And a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who ploughs the water. Let the air with joy be laden,
ring the merry bells of lordship,
for the union of the maiden.
for her union with my lordship, ring the songs the air above, for the man who owns her love, ring the songs the air above, for the man who owns her.
Never mind the why and wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore I admit the jurisdiction. Maybe have you played your part? You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
Ring the merry bells, lordship, rend the air with warning wild, for the union of the lordship with a humble captain's child,
for a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
And a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who ploughs the water. Let the air with joy be laden,
ring the merry bells of lordship,
for the union of the maiden.
for her union with my lordship, ring the songs the air above, for the man who wants her love, ring the songs the air above, for the man who wants her.
Never mind the why and wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore I admit the jurisdiction. Maybe have you played your part? You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
Ring the merry bells, the lordship, rend the air with warning wild, for the union of the lordship with a humble captain's child,
for a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
water.
And the tar who ploughs the water. Let the air with joy be laden.
Ring the merry bells on lordship.
For the union of a maiden.
For her union with my lordship. Ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants a love. Ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants home.
Jurisdiction, navy, have you played your part? You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
Ring the merry bells, lordship, ring there with warning wine. For the union of my lordship with a humble captain's child. A humble captain's daughter.
Or a gallant captain's daughter.
And the Lord rules the water.
And a tar who ploughs the water. Let the air with joy be laden.
Ring the merry bells on board ship.
For the union of a maiden.
For her union with my lordship, ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants a love, ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants
jurisdiction, navy, have you played your part? You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
merry bells, lordship, ring there with warning wire. For the union of the lordship with a humble captain's child. Or a humble captain's daughter.
Or a gallant captain's daughter.
And the Lord who rules the water.
And a tar who ploughs the water. Let the air with joy be laden.
Ring the merry bells of lordship.
For the union of a maiden.
For her union with my lordship, ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants a love, ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants home. With the humble captain's child. Or a humble captain's daughter.
Or a gallant captain's daughter.
And the Lord who rules the water.
And a tar who ploughs the water. Let the air with joy be laden.
Ring the merry bells of lordship.
For the union of a maiden.
For her union with my lordship, ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants a love, ring the songs the air above. For the man who wants home.
I cannot express to you my delight at the happy result of your eloquence. Your argument was unanswerable.
Captain Corcoran, it is one of the happiest characteristics of this glorious country that official utterances are invariably regarded as unanswerable.
last my fond hopes are to be crowned. My only daughter is to be the bride of a cabinet minister. The prospect is Elysian.
Captain!
Deadeye, you hear? Don't!
Oh, don't shrink from me, Captain. I'm unpleasant to look at, and me name's a kid me. But I ain't as bad as I seem.
What would you with me?
I've come to give you warning.
Indeed. Do you propose to leave the Navy then?
No? No, you misunderstand me. Listen. Kind Captain, I've important information. Sing hey, the kind commander that you are. About a certain intimate relation. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar. The merry, merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar.
Good fellow, in conundrums you are speaking. Sing hey, the mystic sailor that you are. The answer to them vainly I am seeking. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar. The merry, merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar.
Kind Captain, your lady is a sighing. Sing hey, the simple captain that you are. This very night with Ragsdale to be flying. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar. The merry, merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, the much too merry maiden and the tar.
Good fellow, you have given timely warning. Sing hey, the thoughtful sailor that you are. I'll talk to Master Ragshaw in the morning. Sing hey, the cat o' nine tails and the tar. The merry cat o' nine tails, the merry cat o' nine tails, the merry cat o' nine tails and the tar.
Dick Deadeye, I thank you for your warning. I will at once take means to arrest their flight. This boat cloak will afford me ample disguise. So!
Aha! They're foiled! Foiled! Foiled!
Carefully on tiptoe stealing, breathing gently as we may. Every step with caution feeling, we will softly steal away.
Oh!
Goodness me, why what was that?
Silent B, it was the cat.
It was the cat.
Right. It was the cat.
On the shore in fashion steady, I'm a witty frame affair. For the clergyman is ready to unite a happy pair. Goodness me, why what was that?
Silent B, again that cat.
It was again a cat.
Right. It was the cat.
Every step with caution feeling, they will softly steal away.
Every step with caution feeling, they will softly steal away.
Pretty daughter of mine, I insist upon knowing where you may be going with the sons of the brine. For my excellent crew, though foes they could company, or scarcely fit company, my daughter for you.
How can we do? The foes we could company, with scarcely fit company, for a lady like you.
Proud officer, that haughty lip and curl, vain man, suppress that supercilious sneer, for I have dared to love your matchless girl, a fact well known to all my messmates here.
Oh, horror!
I, humble, poor and lowly born, the meanest in the court division, but of epauletted scorn, the mark of quarter-deck derision, have dared to raise my wormy eyes above the dust to which you'd mold me in manhood's glorious cause to rise. I am an Englishman, behold me.
Englishman, for he himself has said it, and it's greatly to his credit that he is an Englishman. Yes, he is an Englishman. For he might have been a Russian, a French or Turk or Prussian, or perhaps Italian, or perhaps Italian. But in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an Englishman. For in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an In uttering a reprobation to any British tar, I try to speak with moderation, but you have gone too far. I'm very sorry to disparage a humble foremast lad, but to seek your captain's child in marriage, why, damn me, it's too bad. Yes, damn me, it's too bad. Yes, damn me, it's too bad.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Oh, the monster, oh, the beast. Don't go near him, don't go near him. He's swearing, he's staring.
My pain and my distress, I find it is not easy to express. My amazement, my surprise, you may learn from the expression of my eyes.
My lord, one word, the facts are not before you. The word was injudicious, I allow. But hear my explanation, I implore you, and you will be indignant too, I vow.
I will hear of no defense, attempt none if you're sensible. That word of evil sense is wholly indefensible. Go, ribald, get you hence to your cabin with celerity. This is the consequence of ill-advised asperity.
This is the consequence of ill-advised asperity.
For I'll teach you all ere long to refrain from language strong, for I haven't any sympathy for ill-bred taunts.
No more have his sisters nor his cousins or his aunts.
No more have his sisters nor his cousins or his aunts. No more have his sisters nor his cousins or his aunts. His sisters nor his cousins or his aunts. My cousins or his aunts. For he is an Englishman. For he himself has said it, and his great
fine fellow.
Yes, Your Honor.
How came your captain so far to forget himself? I am quite sure you had given him no cause for annoyance.
Please, Your Honor, it was thuswise. You see, I'm only a topman, a mere foremast hand.
Oh, don't be ashamed of that. Your position as a top man is a very exalted one.
Well, Your Honor, love burns as brightly in the forecastle as it does on the quarterdeck. And Josephine is the fairest bud that ever blossomed on the tree of a poor fellow's wildest hopes.
Darling!
What?
She is the figurehead of my ship of life, the bright beacon that guides me into my port of happiness, the rarest, the purest gem that ever sparkled on a poor but worthy fellow's trusting brow.
Very pretty, very pretty.
Insolent sailor! You shall repent this outrage. Seize him!
Oh, Sir Joseph, spare him, for I love him tenderly.
Pray don't. I will teach this presumptuous mariner to discipline his affections. Have you such a thing as a dungeon on board?
We have.
They have.
Then load him with chains and take him there at once.
Farewell, my own, light of my life, farewell. For crime unknown, I go to a dungeon cell.
I will return. In the meantime, farewell. Rejoice in your dungeon cell.
A bone, I'll pick with this sailor fell. Let him be shown at once to his dungeon cell.
Hear no tone of the maiden he loves so well. No telephone communicates with his cell. But when is known the secret I have to tell, wide will be thrown the door of his dungeon cell. Farewell, my own, light of my life, farewell. For crime alone rejoice to a dungeon.
My pain and my distress, again it is not easy to express. My amazement, my surprise, again you may discover from my eyes.
How terrible the aspect of his eyes!
Hold! And upon your loss you lay much stress. Alone concealed crime I would confess. Many years ago, when I was young and charming, as some of you may know, I practiced baby farming.
Now this is most alarming. When she was young and charming, she practiced baby farming many years ago.
Two tender babes I nursed. One was of low condition, the other upper crust, a regular patrician.
Now this is the position. One was of low condition, the other a patrician, many years ago.
Oh, bitter is my cup. However could I do it? I mixed those children up, and not a creature knew it.
However could you do it? Someday no doubt you'll rue it. although no creature knew it so many years ago.
In time each little waif forsook his foster mother. The well-born babe was her. Your captain was the other.
They left their foster mother. The one was brave our brother. Our captain was the other. Many years ago.
Then I am to understand that Captain Corcoran and Rafe were exchanged in childhood's happy hour, and that Rafe is really the captain, and the Captain Rafe.
That is the idea I intended to convey officially.
And very well you have conveyed it, Miss Buttercup.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Dear me. Let them appear before me at once.
Oh! My father, a common sailor?
Ah, 'tis hard, is it not, my dear?
This is a very singular occurrence. I congratulate you, both, Captain Rakestraw. 'Tis a remarkably fine seaman to step forward.
Corcoran, 3 paces to the front, march.
If what?
I don't understand.
If you please.
What?
Perfectly right. If you please.
Oh, if you please.
You're an extremely fine fellow.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it seems that you were Rafe and Rafe was you.
So it seems, Your Honor.
Well, I need not tell you that after this change in your condition, a marriage with your daughter will be out of the question.
Don't say that, Your Honor. Love levels all ranks.
Yes, it does, to a considerable extent. But it does not level them as much as that. Here, sir, take her. And mind you treat her kindly.
Oh, bliss! Oh, rapture!
Oh, rapture! Oh, bliss!
Sad my lot and sorry. What shall I do? I cannot live alone.
Fear nothing. While I live, I'll not desert you. I'll soothe and comfort your declining days.
Oh, don't do that.
Yes, but indeed, I'd rather.
Oh, very well then. Tomorrow morn our vows shall all be plighted. 3 loving pairs on the same day united.
For joy, rapture, unforeseen, the cloudy sky is now serene. The God of baby of love has hung his ensign high above. The sky is all ablaze with moving water, love, and if he finds the maiden God, then love the folk he calls joy. It is in God.
For he's the captain of the Pinafore,
And I could captain too.
and though before my fall I was captain of you all, I'm a member of the crew.
And though before his fall he was captain of us all, he's a member of the crew.
I shall marry with a wife in my humble rank of life, and you my own are she. I must wander to and fro, but wherever I may go, I shall never be untrue to thee.
What's never?
No, never.
What's never?
Well, hardly ever.
Hardly ever be untrue to thee. If 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for 4, I'm captain of the Pinafore. If 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for 4, captain of the Pinafore.
For he loves little Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, though I could never tell why. But still he loves Buttercup, poor little Buttercup, sweet little Buttercup, I.
For he loves little Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, though I could never tell why. But still he loves Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, sweet little Buttercup,
I'm monarch of the sea, and when I've married thee, I be true to the devotion that my love implants.
Say goodbye to your sisters and your cousins and your aunts, especially your cousins whom you reckon up by dozens.
Goodbye to his sisters and his cousins and his aunts, his sisters and his cousins and